Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Tonight, we're talking about Jack and Lily Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County, Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. Since then, there's been no sighting, no anything of Jack and Lily. Where they are at, we don't know. Does someone? Maybe, maybe not. Or did they just vanish, walk into the woods, and have perished? We don't know. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the neighbors. Do you believe them? Do you not? A lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Buckle up, Buttercup. We got a lot to talk about on the other side of this. Thank you, Miss Tina. I appreciate you very, very much.
Coming in clutch, better tighten them pearls, dropping cold facts. Got the truth for the world, no smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch.
Happy Friday. Well, hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is October 24th, 2025. It is currently 8:25 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Thank you, Sheila. Good to see you guys. Thank you, Shannon, Carol, Angel, Roxy, Lily, Sherry, Odessa, Brinny Brew, Cassie, Donna, Lily, Brandian Indy, Angel of Light, Roxy, Lady Gracious, Cheapskate, Lily, Mag50, Sharon, Cindy coming in clutch, Jerry Lynn, Baby Kisses, Impy, Pam, Sue, PGH, Charlotte, hey girl, how you been? Uh, Sandy, Maria, Sarah, Esther, Moose, how you doing? Fred, good to see you. Nancy, Darcy, Beverly Street, Chihuahua, Chihuahua. Robin, Sharon, Tina, thank you so much, my dear. Asking for prayers for my favorite people pulled something in my back. Oh, Tina, I'm so sorry, love. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. Back aches, headaches, toothaches are the worst aches. So I think we've all been there. Yeah, absolutely, darling. Take it easy. Put a little icy hot or Bengay right here on it, and hopefully you'll feel better. Hopefully you'll feel better. Um, just lay down. Just lay down and just relax. Call it an evening. Baby Kisses got the joke. Thank you, Baby Kisses. Moon got the joke. It's okay to laugh. Hey, Mary, good to see you. Um, all right, guys. Hope my eye is better. It is not. It is not. But it's we'll get there. We'll get there, right? Um Oh, it's okay, Nancy. That's okay. I did laugh. Okay, thank you, Carol. Good. All right, guys. Sorry. All right. Sorry for being late. I really apologize. It was only for because I got some phone calls with this case that I had to check up on a few things and all of that. So it was because I was working, trying to get things together. Guys, good to see you. Happy Friday, everyone. It's Friday. Can you believe it? Almost October is over. October is almost over. Halloween is almost here. We're going to be going in November 2025. We got Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then 2025 is over. We'll be going into, Lord willing, 2026. That blows my mind. It is true, the older you get, the faster it goes. The older you get, the faster it goes. It is so true. So true. It is, Kate. It really is. So I just a couple things before we get started with the live stream today. I have to I have literally over 1,000 trick-or-treaters every year. And I am going to go hopefully to Sam's Club tomorrow and get the candy and all of that. I'll take pictures and I'll show you guys on the community tab. But after I get done on Halloween night, if my back is not broke, because truthfully, there's at least two of us that stands out the entire time, and we don't get to look up. It's just constant, two lines at all times, and your back hurts. Your back really hurts after that. But if I feel like it, I'm going to try to do a little. We'll do a little fun Halloween something or another. You never know. I might show up as someone. Cough, Janie. Cough, perhaps. You never know. Well, I get enough to feel my SUV back up, like the cargo area. So, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Justin, I sent you an email today about something never mentioned before. Cindy, I emailed you back, baby. I emailed you back. Check your email. I just emailed you back just a little bit ago. While between the lives, just a few minutes ago, I was talking on the phone and going at it. and all that. So thank you so much, guys. Please hit that thumbs up button if you don't mind. Would greatly appreciate it. Means so much to me, and it gets the word out. A key factor in especially cases that haven't been solved immediately, taken a little time. The key thing many times is public pressure. Public pressure. People have to see Jack and Lily's face. There has to remain an interest in it. Just like Summer Wells' case, Sebastian Rogers' case, Michael Vaughn's case, Jack and Lily's case. It's very important. Very important. RCMP needs to know that Nova Scotia, Pictou County, and the world, Canada, the world, United States, everywhere, there are people, all of us, that want to know what happened to Jack and Lily, that they deserve justice, whatever happened to them. They deserve justice. So that's a one way to help, and share the live out would mean so much, truly. Thank you, guys. Happy Friday to everyone. Appreciate you very much, Miss Tina. Good to see you. 12 months, darling. Thank you for your love and support, my dear. Really do appreciate you, Miss Tina. And thank you again, my dear. Appreciate you. For the other Tina, we are praying for you, my dear. Much love. You're amazing, Tina. Susan, hey girl, hey. Beautiful. God, you're beautiful. Thank you so much, my dear. Good evening, beautiful pearls. Good evening, beautiful pearly Susan. Good to see you, my love. Appreciate you very, very much. Thank you for your support. It really means so much to me. Really. Okay. Thank you, lovies. And Cassie, the one that's sassy now. You're my girl. That's my type of girl right there. We love a good sassy Cassie. Right. You're welcome, Miss Cassie, the one that's sassy, as our newest pearl. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Okay. There she is. Thank you so much, Cassie. That one. Darcy, good to see you, baby. You fell downhill. Steps got four. Oh no, Darcy. 4 broken ribs, so try not to make me laugh tonight. Love you anyways, our Pearl family. I mean, just don't laugh. Just tinkle if you have to. You'll hurt if you do that. If I make you laugh, you'll hurt. It'll hurt. Just maybe tinkle. I'm so sorry. They say I've, knock on wood, never ever had a broken bone. Never had a broken bone. But they say the ribs are really, really painful. Right? When you just breathing, and you got to breathe. You got to breathe. Never had a broken bone, Jerry. I think I told you about the story about me being in my greenhouse, and I was up on a ladder, and my greenhouse it's not a dirt floor, it's a wood floor kind of, and I fell probably 10 feet, and I fell smack on the wood floor. My head that's the hardest I've ever felt in my life. And luckily I think there was someone working I think they were working on the heating and cooling, like, and they heard me hit. And I don't know how my skull didn't bust open. Don't know how. Grace of God. Grace of God. Your skull is really hard. That's all I can say. But that's the closest thing that I've ever, like, I mean, I've been in car accidents and I've been in a car accident too in my life, but I've never, thankfully, broken anything. I walked away with really bad whiplash. So. Susan, good to see you tonight. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Miss Susan. Happy Friday to you. And thank you so much for your support, my love. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Really do appreciate you. Hey, Wolfie, good to see you. Donna, broken ribs are painful, but it is nothing compared to a fractured sternum. Ooh, yeah. Barely breathe with a fractured sternum. Now, I had hiatal hernia surgery. So they put your stomach and they put like this band around it. They pull your stomach down and they put this sleeve, not like a gastric bypass, but sorta like it. It just doesn't, make your stomach any smaller. Just that where the little, which I hate this word, sphincter is from your stomach to your esophagus. I had one place there because I had really bad acid reflux, like nothing was working. And when I had surgery, like when I woke up, I just breathing hurt. Oh my God, it was so painful. Breathing hurts. So I can't imagine having like a sternum broken or anything like that. I'm not a good patient. Not a good patient. I am very whiny. Nobody wants to be around me. I don't want to be around myself, to be honest with you, when I'm like that. Angel, my love, thank you so very much. Good to see you, Mama Seagrass. You are so kind. I adore you. You are so sweet, and I appreciate you so much, Angel. Thank you so much for your support. If you if you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank our beautiful Angel. Very, very kind of you, my dear. So you have a low tolerance to pain. I don't like coming. I mean, I like coming out of surgery. Forgive me, Lord, for saying that, but I don't like that after anesthesia feeling. You know what I mean? So I don't like that. I woke up, literally came out of surgery, and I folded up like a lawn chair. I was on my knees and my elbows because, like, when you first come out of surgery, you're not really coherent and there's still all of that anesthesia in you. So you don't really feel nothing when you first come out. But I get so nauseous and I'm like, give me some nausea medicine or something like that. And they're like, we gave you all we can give you. I'm like, give me more. I hate being nauseous and you're just so sore to breathe. And I'm like, I need more medicine. How now? How now, brown cow? Oh my God, I haven't heard that in years. How now, brown cow? You mean brown chicken, brown cow? Unredacted statements are not the issue. They are the statements made by the RCMP, which are not clear, which is causing the issue. Tell me more, C Legal, what you mean by that, my love. I have a hiatal hernia and umbilical hernia, but I wouldn't have a surgery. Yeah, those are hard. They're difficult. They really are. Get sick after your C-section. Well, I've never had a C-section. have to have a C-section. I'm just kidding. Robin, good to see you, love. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you. You doing, girl. It's you and your man. Fire, girl. Fire. Good looking couple, you. Both got the body yaddy yaddies. Living it up, honey. Good for you. Love you, darling. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Thank you for your support. Wait, what? Wait, what? Member for 12 months. How you doing? Wait, what? Oh, my Pearl birthday. Oh, is my Pearl birthday. Love being a Pearl with. Today's your birthday? Like today? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to. I'm so stupid. You. Happy birthday, darling. Wait, what? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, my dear. Oh, her Pearl birthday. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. It's your Pearl birthday. We call you OGs when you get 12 months. Thank you so much. So, anyway, I sang to you anyways. Oh, Deborah, no. I'm not cut out for it. All right, guys. Happy Pearliversary. I like that. I like that, Susie. Happy Pearliversary. Love it. Love it. Why is everyone saying Lily? Oh, thank you, Darcy. Lily, Jack. Why are we? Okay, I'm a little confused. Okay, guys. Let's get into it, shall we? I'm being a sheep. What do you mean you're being a sheep? Wolf started it. Oh, Wolfie started. Okay, gotcha. Coming in clutch. That's right. All right, guys. So a lot to talk about in the Jack and Lily Sullivan case. First of all, I want to say that you can have whatever opinion you have in this case. Some people believe that Jack and Lily walked out on their own and they're just out there somewhere. Some people believe that they may have been abducted by someone. Some believe that they could even be on a reservation, or that they're somewhere and just, Malaya and Daniel might know. But I think the majority either believes that probably someone did something, right? Even Junkyard Janie, now she says they just couldn't have walked off on their own. Something had to happen. Right? But whatever, if you love Daniel, Janie, whatever, you're free to chat here. I want people to know that you're absolutely free to chat here. And I like to debate with the opposing someone else, as long as you keep it respectful, because I think it builds a better argument. I really do. And maybe some of us aren't seeing something you're seeing, and vice versa. And I think that's what we need uh, in cases like this as well. Um, because everything that we go by, of course, law enforcement doesn't really give you a lot in these cases. We have to really, in my opinion, go by what the parents have said, their discrepancies, the things that they have said and done, or the things that they haven't done as well. I agree, Joan. My personal opinion is that Jack and Lily are no longer with us. I hope and pray to God that I'm wrong, right? Nothing more that I would rather be than wrong on this, right? Hey, Jam. Good to see you, love. Thank you so much. Wolfie is saying Jack, and then everyone says Lily. Oh, gotcha. So glad to be a member of this family, Justin. Can't wait to see where the map takes us tonight. Well, it's taken us. It's taken us, Jam. Good to see you, and thank you so much for your support. I really, really do appreciate that, Jam. Good to see you. I don't think for a minute some stranger came and abducted not one, but two babies in the area. It's like Summer Wells vanishing. It's sickening to me to think that what they must have endured from one supposed to love and protect. Yeah, I agree. Um, you know what? I'm sure that they do these. I just thought of something when you mentioned the road and stuff. There must be a a, a study done on, I'm sure, in Canada, the same as it is here, uh, like how many cars go by in a 24-hour period or a week period or a month or whatever. And I would like to see if anybody out there, I mean, I can probably find it, but if anybody out there knows how to find something like that in Canada, if there, I'm sure there is. Um, that's how the government usually knows where to put the money for what road that needs fixed and all that. I would like to know because it's not a busy road, right? And nobody, I where do I mean, how many cars go by there at night, right? Not very many. Not very many. And I personally, my opinion, based upon the time when the neighbors um, spoke about, they heard a vehicle in the very beginning. Not only did they hear a vehicle, um, one of them actually even helped in the search. That's what a small community does. They all come together and help. But no, seeing these two individual that say that they heard um, or even saw certain things that night, I've done a lot of digging in the, I think Darlene and I both have actually, uh, and others in the last couple days. And I can tell you that I absolutely believe that they were up. I've went so far because I support them. I support them. I do. Because they haven't shown me anything that they're, that they've had these big discrepancies like Mr. Martell has, right? I've looked into their lives. Like, who are these people? What do they do? Like, what do they do for, fun activities? All of that. And they are the one, particularly, the family are very knowledgeable, I would say, in vehicles, cars, bikes, that kind of thing. And they go out and they're always kind of working in their yard on a vehicle, a bike, something like that, right? Yeah, raking gravel. Yeah. Hey, Blinksy, good to see you, honey. In my opinion, Thursday night, something happened. Well, I agree, Lori. And it seems like what's very interesting to me, Daniel says in this recent interview that he did that the RCMP cadaver dogs, the detectives that came there, they were blaming him, according to him, right? And Daniel says that the RCMP says that you're not telling us about Thursday night. You're not being detailed enough. We believe something happened Thursday night. And Daniel, in my opinion, manipulates that and says, well, you don't know about the case, right? Which again makes no sense because they wouldn't be accusatory to Daniel if they didn't know about the case, right? And Daniel says it was just an ordinary night. Nothing happened except he says it's an ordinary evening, but he doesn't. He thinks Jack and Lily are asleep a lot earlier, and he doesn't talk about nothing that happened inside of the home. We just know about. He just talks about the outside, about helping allegedly, which I don't believe any of it happened, but allegedly helping his mom put up a fence while she supposedly rakes the yard for a pool, a non-existent pool. Again, basically the end of April, barely the first hours of May, right? The first 48 hours of May in Nova Scotia, Canada. Cold. So I don't believe that happened. But what I was going to, Lori, is I do believe, again, if Daniel is saying what is true, we're on the same page as the RCMP, meaning they believe something happened Thursday night. They believe Daniel is not giving up enough information, right? And that's why I say this almost every live. This is why I believe it's so easy to prove that Friday morning, the statements are not just inconsistent, grossly inconsistent. Not even, it's one thing to say, something a little off, that doesn't really change the trajectory of the case or what happened, right? Right. It's one thing to say, you know, I remember Lily wearing a yellow shirt, for instance, which she's not, but I'm just giving this as an example. And Malaya saying, I believe she wore a pink shirt. Then it is saying, I was the one asleep, or sorry, I was the one awake, and Malaya was the one asleep. And Malaya saying, no, I was the one awake. He was the one asleep. I woke him up, right? So grossly, just things that are just um, wildly inconsistent. Wildly. Sue, thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. Really, really do appreciate you. Good to see you, my dear. Thank you much. All right. That's what the pinned message was. I don't know what you mean by pinned message. I could see Daniel bearing someone else's property. Well, they got to be somewhere, right? All right. So I want to buckle up, guys. It's gonna be a long one, and I haven't even started. Okay. So I want to go to our friend AB, also known as A Balance. He did a wonderful live today. You guys, sub up to AB. You will be, he's a fellow Canadian, and you'll be glad you did. I've known AB for years. I known him before I was a creator. AB's a good guy. We haven't always agreed on cases, but he's a good guy. And he's blunt, very blunt, and he's funny though, very funny sometimes on things. And his link is provided in the description for the replay crew. And there you go. But I respect AB quite a bit. Even before I was a creator, he was one of my first maybe true crime channels. Very blunt choice. He's very blunt. Yeah. Sometimes he can be very, very, very blunt sometimes. But you know what you're getting. I would rather have someone that I know what I'm getting than, to someone to be like, and have a knife right here. You know what I mean? He has his days. Don't we all? Don't we all? Don't we all? We all have our days. But he did a really good job on this, and it's something that I was kind of, a lot of us are talking about this right now, as you'll see. And we kind of went over some of the maps yesterday. Thank you, Pink Roses. I love you, darling. Everyone has their favorite creators, right? For whatever reasons. And that's is what it is, right? I love you all. I love you, every single one of you. Period. He's gotten me for something I said before, but he was right. Yeah, I mean, is what it is. Oh, thank you, Miss Joyous. Thank you, Mama Sita. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Joyous. So incredibly kind to me, Miss Joyous. Mr. and Mrs. Joyous, thank you so much for your support, your love, your kindness. Appreciate, respect you tremendously. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank Mr. and Mrs. Joyous for their support. It means so much. I needed that love tonight. Oh, passion flower. Good. We're going to do a members only Sunday. So make sure you join us for that members only. Okay. So here we go.
An extended forest in that sense.
Okay.
You wouldn't normally. You're out here. We're going to zoom.
So we found a program yesterday. It is kind of affiliated with Google Earth, but you can see places on the road that you can't see anywhere, like when you just go to Google Earth. And this has been instrumental in the last 24 hours of a lot of us knowing about it.
Back out on that. I'm just showing you the perspective. Sometimes when you're out here, you can just inch ahead a little bit and get slightly different perspectives of things that you wouldn't normally expect. Now, this individual right here has to be, I shouldn't say that. In my mind, fits the criteria as you would imagine as being a type of individual that was out at night working on his vehicles.
So, as you see here, this is, just one of them that talked about, that let the RCMP know that they heard something. One of them saw something, and like I told you, and not just by this, because I've really done my research on said individuals in this area. These people have a very active lifestyle in vehicles, right? It really is, Joyous. It really is. And we're going to get into some elevation and all of that stuff here in a little bit as well. A lot to cover, so buckle up. They are constantly tinkering, working on things, right? And that's what do these people do out here, right? Like they're country people. It's not like there's a big industry out here. Like, I don't know how some of them like make money, to be honest with you, because everything's so far away. But nonetheless, like, they're just always in their shop working around the clock. One of my neighbors, he is in his garage all night long. A lot of people are night owls. I'm a night owl. I would be up all night if I could. And so that's what I believe was happening that night.
Dude, behind this neighbor behind his house, which is the big white one up on the hill. Can you see my cursor? Daniel's property is just behind those trees. Now, this is August 2025. It's just been updated.
Yes. I just want to show you that. Daniel's and their house is just right behind here. Now, you've got to remember, there is no dropping leaves on the trees this time of year when Jack and Lily went missing. It's a different time of year. Right? Wait a minute. Are you going to call him Junkyard Bradley? No. I won't be. No. It's not about it's you're junkie in here and you're that kind of thing. I respect anyone who's trying to help out finding missing kids. Trees were just standing to bud in May. Yeah, and well, you got to remember it was May 2nd. May 1st, technically into May 2nd. You know what I mean?
'25. It's just been updated.
Exactly.
So let me show you the picture that I cut out from Tint's video. That, you remember Tint's video?
Now, Lisa, I've wondered that myself, to be honest with you. I'm like, is the ground even warm enough in Nova Scotia this time of year? I don't know. But regardless, it was raining quite a bit, right? I mean, I don't think it's not like it's not going to be rock hard that time of year, but it may make things harder to dig. That is certain. Well, Mary, we're going to talk about the marshes here in a little bit. I got some things that we're going to talk about. So just hang tight. Hang tight. Get your snack, get your beverage, because it's going to be a long one.
You remember over across the road and up 350 yards from Janie's trailer are these two cabins in the woods? That's quite.
Oh, look. Look at there. He's on a hill. Look at there. He's on a hill.
Tint's video.
Watch this. Or this Tint's video, sorry. Watch this.
You remember Tint's video? You remember over across the road and up 350 yards from Janie's trailer are these two cabins in the woods? That's quite close to their side.
Okay.
The other side, there is Lansdowne Station Road with that white house on the right on the very top of your screen.
Thank you, Don.
That's the backyard of the place that we're looking at on Google Earth.
Boom. That's the back of the place that we're looking at on Google Earth. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. And that's why I am loving so many of us creators right now. And you probably watch all of us, but we're all like working together. We're all working together, giving everything. It's a rarity that you see that even in true crime creation. It just is. And that's one thing I'm really proud about this case is everyone is just giving anything we got. Anything we got. I'm great, Kelly. How are you? It really helps you get a feel for the lay of the land. Yes. Yes. So we're essentially looking right now from from Jack and Lily's area, right? There's the back of the house. And it's catty corner. So, yeah, you might be able to see, trust me, you can see a hell of a lot further in Nova Scotia. I bet you can see the stars out there. It is dark. When you live in the country, a light shines a lot brighter than you imagine.
Like even that nice little cozy
And you can certainly hear
bungalow
it over that valley.
beside the house up on Garlock Station Road, or Lansdowne Station Road. Look at the elevation it sits in proximity to the middle river of Pictou that runs down through there and the lowland. You can get a good...
Yes, you got to remember, in between the house right there, you see this white house right here, which is one of the individuals that will say heard or saw something. Okay. And over here, what was that? Over here where Junkyard Janie lives, back here where we're at, right here is a valley, and this is where the river, the Pictou River is.
sense of it. You can get a really good sense of it there. And then you can go to Google Earth and cross-reference. Now, Janie's place, you can't get that quite in the shot. You just have to remember where it is in proximity to that little cabin in the woods. Remember that one? Just north of up the hill and across that logging road. Somebody's nice little cabin in the woods there. Apparently, Belinda's telling me in the comments section, by the way, that the day that she was searching, there was nobody there. It was somebody's cabin and it was uninhabited the day the kids went missing, she says. Which is good to know. I trust what Belinda has to say. Yeah, you can just barely see. If you take a look on the left of your screen, you can see Lansdowne Station Road. That runs just out in front, those two houses that are up there.
Right here.
And that is where... Hold on. That is where we are right there. That's the backyard of this place. Whoops, what did I do there? Not that, that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'll zoom out.
Front yard, behind
So
it,
you can see just...
behind this yard, right? This is the valley. There's like a big valley. And we're looking from the other side of the valley, which is where the Martells live, right? B Wong, me and Justin don't have shit to do with anything. No, B Wong. If listen, we are not accusing you at all. If that is really you, I want to make it very clear. We absolutely support you. I just want to make that very, very clear. You can check your messages if we absolutely support you. Trust me, we believe you. Again, if that's really them, I just want to make it clear. We are saying we believe you.
by sitting on the front road.
Because others are saying that they don't. We believe you. It doesn't matter. I don't care about your past, one of your past or anything like that. That's been several years ago. Not worried about it. There's a difference in drug charges or theft than there is two missing children, right? And that's what we're interested in, is the missing children. That's it. So anyway, I messaged you. You can look at that if you want. You'll see it.
How elevated he is over the area. And most certainly, you could stand at multiple places in this guy's property and see through his backyard over into Daniel and be outside just wandering around and not only hear, but see the light glowing from the highway, and you're standing.
Look here.
How high would that be?
Watch this.
God knows, 25, 30 feet above grade where the highway is in front of Daniel's. Even 15 feet would be significant. But think about his backyard. His windows overlook, even give you a bigger or a higher perspective, more elevated perspective. Not to mention all of these larger trees. Not that he would need it, because there's not many of them. You can see around them and through them. But you get used to the activity when you live a place.
Trust me, these are these type of people that live in these places. I don't think it is, Linda. I don't think it is. But I will say these type of people, they don't want attention. They don't want attention, right? And I get that. So to me, that makes me believe them even more, right? That makes me believe them even more. They just are there to say what they saw or heard, and they know that they know what their neighbor sounds like. They know what their neighbor's vehicle sounds like, right? Yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys know what someone in your family's car sounds like, or your neighbor's vehicle sounds like when it hits the road, or even before it hits your road. So yeah, absolutely. Karen, thank you so very much. Appreciate the video. Good to see you, Miss Karen. Love you to pieces, girl. How you doing, Miss Karen? Thank you so much for your support, love. They have no skin in the game. None. And it's very interesting. Thank you, Sarah. I've always believed in them. Absolutely. Both the neighbors. And like, listen, I've done my research. I don't walk into this blindly. You know, since 3 p.m. Eastern time on May 2nd, 2025, I have been on this case. I think I was the first live on YouTube with this case. So because of one of my subscribers here, who's from Nova Scotia, very local to the area, and told me when I was live, and we immediately went into it. But these type of people, they just live their life. They have no reason to lie. No reason to lie. No. Nobody goes missing in this area, especially two children. Especially two children when it's raining, and their parents even admit that when they get cold or wet, they immediately come back inside. There you go.
You know, the road activity, and there's only one road, not the one that you live on, but the one behind you that goes through the area. You get used to the vehicles that use it on a constant basis. So here's this dude right here. Can you believe this? That the neighbor's he's actually on Google Earth. The guy drove by August 2025, and he was out there literally working on a vehicle.
Hey, bless me.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I could believe he's out there working on things all of the time. Take a look at the place. He's got that Dodge. I don't know who knows to do it, but you can see him just barely. It's somebody. At least I think it's somebody. You see him just this side of the truck. Let's really zoom in on this. Here, let me
Danielle
do this. I swear that's a person. That's got to be him.
I mean, even like if you walk away like a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old walk away, and they say they were gone up to 20 minutes, which means they still played in the yard. They still had to get their boots on and everything. They couldn't have been far at all. And just the inconsistencies, the strange behavior, and the lies. You tell me one reason why a stepfather who claims he is innocent, has no knowledge, nothing to do, would lie on a 4 and a 6-year-old that's missing. Tell me one reason. Give me one good reason. Because I can't think of one. Can't think of one. A mother who is not answering the questions. In the beginning, I gave Daniel the credit that at least he was out here speaking, right? But then I realized he's not speaking for Jack and Lily. He is not speaking for Jack and Lily. He is speaking for his own self. Not about Jack and Lily. When he talks, it is about him, how innocent he wants to portray himself. Right? Nobody can say anyone did anything 100%. That's not, we have the court of public opinion. We're not the law. But I can't think of any single reason why a control freak who likes the math, and a relationship that was breaking up, CPS at the door, kids missing 40 some days of school. Jack and Lily had lots of bruises. His words, again, his words. Tell me, all of these things are precursors for a child or something bad happening. If it, how can I say it? They're all precursors of all of these cases that we see. Go back to any of these children going missing and the parents end up being arrested, or there is heavy suspicion around them publicly. All of them has at least 2 to 3 minimum of those precursors. A step parent, a mom or dad's boyfriend, girlfriend, CPS, right? Bruising or known abuse, a relationship ending. Think about the sadistic things that Daniel says that he wants to do to a woman. I don't think, in my opinion, Malaya has actually been honest about the things Daniel has perhaps done even to her. Right? Yeah, Brandy. I mean, think about, you know, Daniel says, you know, he didn't do anything, right? He doesn't like the court of public opinion with people that is, we've actually showed a lot of the lies. You said it this day, this happened. A week later or a day later, you say the complete opposite. It's just not something that any with someone missing would do, especially tweaking. Yeah. Okay.
It's got to be our witness on Google Earth. You see what I'm saying? Looks like he's hunched over. Maybe he's wearing an ATV helmet. There's his ATV right there. Maybe not. Maybe just got a healthy head of hair. There's lots of people like that. It's not junk. That's your opinion. They come in handy when you don't want to pay $100 an hour from the guy, in your neighborhood. Everybody needs a neighborhood mechanic in that sense. But you could even tease about it looking like a damn chop shop. I don't know who this is. Like, I don't know if this is Justin or if this is Mr. One Mad Max style. That's common in the country. That's fairly common.
Oh, sorry. I was muted. Apologize. Like I was saying, this is very common anywhere. Different. It doesn't matter if it's Nova Scotia or somewhere in the United States. This is very common in the country, right? But it's particularly when you have children and there is things happening in the school. There are bruises. They're missing so many days of school. They're not coming with coats on, right? Everyone lives differently. And, this could be this person's livelihood. They fix other people's cars, right? Fix up motors, whatever. This could be their livelihood. And I see a big difference in this and Daniel, right? Daniel is not even, he was working 1 day a week. Like, they had nothing but time on their hands. I mean, Malaya's talking about she cleaned on Thursday and Daniel was supposed to clean, Wednesday. She cleaned on Wednesday. And she was supposed to clean, or Daniel was supposed to clean Thursday night. Who the hell's cleaning? Nobody's cleaning around there. Right? So it's like walking a zombie. I've seen people like that. It's weird, Nancy. It is weird. It really is. It's and that's exactly right, Kelly. That's exactly right. You could, someone who's innocent, you not gonna like it, obviously, but that's fine. Say what you say, but let's just find Jack and Lily. That's right. Let's just, you would think Daniel would say, think what you think. Let's just find Jack and Lily, because when we find Jack and Lily, that's going to prove what happened, right? But just the lies from day one. Day one. His deception. He might be in chat. Deception detective. He comes in all the time. He is good to see a deception detective. Susie Q, thank you so much, my love. Welcome to the prayer family. Really do appreciate this, Susie Q. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Y'all welcome. Susie Q Canada. Welcome, Susie Q Canada. Appreciate you. Sarah with an 8. How you doing, girl? Wonder if RCMP found evidence of footprints near swing set. If they were swinging that morning, you'd think there would have been fresh footprints there. Yeah. Yeah. You would think, because that's what, usually where the swing is, there's, a little dip or whatever, or some footprints or whatever. And we got to remember, it was wet, cold as well. There should have been a hell of a lot more footprints, partial footprints as well, in my opinion. Very good point, Sarah. Very good point. Thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. Turn my mouse here. Jane. Hi, love. Good to see you. Hi, my lovely Justin. Still keeping it real. I miss your live chat. You replay. Thank you so much, in my opinion. And these babies are on my mind, and I feel so angry for them. I know, Jane. I know. I know, darling. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support, being a member here. I know I was doing some other cases for a couple weeks, and I know he was like, don't forget about Jack and Lily, and I promised you would never forget about Jack or Lily. So thank you so much, my dear. Really appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Lily, thank you so much, my dear, for gifting 2 pearl necklaces. Very kind of you, my love. Thank you so much for your support, Miss Lily. So good seeing you. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank our friend Lily. Really do appreciate you, my love. Good to see you. And thank you so much for being a member here on the Pearl family. It means a lot, truly. Kelly, thank you, love. This just tears my heart apart. I know. I know. Trust me. Sarah, Daniel will not speak to people like me, or deception detective, or even AB, because he knows. He knows. He knows. Right. Someone that's going to ask him a legitimate question, that's not going to fill in the blanks for him, or say, oh, okay. No, let's ask you a question. You answer that question. And if it changed in the last nearly 6 months, or if it's changed 12 times, I'm going to pull some fucking receipts. Pardon my French. I'm going to pull some receipts on you, Daniel. And he knows that. And he knows that. Right? I'm not going to be mean to him. I'm not going to be mean to him if he ever wants to do an interview. I've never been mean to anybody I'm interviewing. Firm is a different thing, right? Firm is a different thing. If you've said 2011 things, I mean, just even the fact that he says, Mom, myself, and Malaya had nothing to do with it. And then he says, Malaya does. And Malaya, told him that the kids were in the woods and that he stupidly believed her. And that you said, you and your daughter that you created her with, Malaya, would visit Malaya in prison. Well, I mean, you don't go to prison if you don't do anything. I'm muted? I'm not muted. Oh, some of y'all might be behind though. No, trust me, Stacy, I know 100% that mother chicken. Not only do I know that, but I knew, with the interview that I kept for a year under my belt and didn't show. But not only that, Stacy Wandra, who did unspeakable things, law enforcement has named him a suspect. Okay.
Not uncommon, I should say. But there's certainly a lot of stuff to look at in this picture. There's a lot of shit. He's got a lot of shit. I wouldn't call it junky or dumpy. Dude sells some stuff out of his garden and some eggs out in the front.
I mean, I see this as a lot more organized than Janie and Malaya's place. Or not Janie and Malaya, Janie and Daniel's place. A lot more.
Little race track. He sits there and goes in circles in front of his house, it looks like. Probably on his ATV. Maybe his son is out there driving it around. It's not a very busy place. There's the other side of the house, and you can see immediately in the backyard, it goes into a ravine, we'll call it. I'd call that a ravine.
Yeah, a valley, maybe.
It goes down into a ravine, then back up onto the highway. Then the other side of the highway, behind his house, is Daniel's. We'll back out of it. See that yellow line? That's really our angle of view when we're standing down there. When we're sitting down there and we're looking.
He could absolutely hear that 1,000%. Damn, midnight to 5 o'clock in the morning. Here's the river, by the way, right here. Here's the Pictou.
From that perspective, remember that angle. Just take a look at this angle and apply it when you're sitting at it. And remember, Google Earth, when you're looking at these images, often there are many images put together over a longer period of time. So sometimes it seems like if you look in my driveway, it looks like my van and my truck is parked both ways. It's like my truck has two front ends, and there's stuff in my backyard that hasn't been there in a couple of years, but for whatever reason, it got caught and it still compiled it into a video. So it's not exactly 100%. It's a compilation. Not that it matters, because a house isn't going to move that much unless you're living in an earthquake zone. Then I guess it could.
And you know something?
I'm being a smartass though, but
this makes me wonder. I'm thinking of something. I'll get back to this in just 1 second. You remember whenever they were looking, let me do this here. You remember, let me get my bearings here, figure it out. Okay. One second, guys. I need to see where I'm at. Okay. Okay. Watch this. All right. So Daniel's house, the railroad track. You guys remember when they did that piece on the trail cams? They were looking down here at Glengarry Station. Remember that? And we thought, why are they looking here? Why are they looking here? They just may have been covering their bases. I don't know. You know, just to see. But that makes me wonder now. You might go down Lansdowne Station Road, which is right here. That's very interesting. Always wondered why they spoke about that. Was it just because they were just checking, or was it more? You'd think, but dogs never picked up a scent, so I bet those footprints weren't there either. I don't believe the footprints are legit. I believe, in my opinion, they were planted. I don't find it, personally, I don't find it a coincidence that it's on right off this gravel road, right off this trail that your dad and your uncle lives on either. Thank you, Becky. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. Miss Becky, thank you for your support. Appreciate you. May 2nd was the end of beginning of the month. They went downtown to buy new rugs or to sell. I don't think they were sold or anything. But I mean, Daniel wouldn't admit that in the very beginning, I think it's the only thing he said that I'm aware of that he has admitted to being untruthful about, that he lied flat out whenever the footprints were found. He said he was scared. Now, why would you be scared of a blanket, right? Because if there's a blanket, that means Jack and Lily were there, right? Like if they, which I don't see them walking that far to begin with, and I certainly don't see them carrying a blanket, one of them carrying a blanket. that far, and they certainly couldn't get it high up in the tree, but we didn't know that at the time, like how high it was. But he said he was scared. If you found something of one of the kids, that gives you hope when the kids are missing. That's a sign that they did walk off, that they were carrying something, right? You're on the right trail. You're on the right path. You wouldn't be scared. You would be scared not to find something. If they put Jack and Lily carried something, or you found something of them, but RCMP wouldn't talk about it for months. And I spoke about it for days on end, every single day. I knew there was something with that damn blanket. Nobody would talk about the damn blanket. And a couple weeks after that, even the big media, they said police won't mention, or the RCMP won't mention nothing about a blanket. But they finally broke on that. And Daniel now says that the RCMP says it was planted. Now, I want to make it clear that we have not directly heard that from the RCMP, and we're not going to hear that from the RCMP. But that's one of the few things that Daniel has said he lied about, that he was scared. Now, Malaya did not lie from the beginning of that. She actually said that it was Lily's. So, interesting, huh? It can't be found, 6, 7 feet up in the air in a tree with a 4 and a 6-year-old. And it couldn't have blowed there. Daniel says it was in the trash. I don't believe it was put in the trash a week earlier. But they did say that it was for a window. And then he said it was for a door.
You can see in this backyard, it's an immediate drop down into this ravine. I think I'll probably get a better sense of it if I do this.
Yeah. It's random. Yet, see, legal, this is the thing. Even his kids that visited at Malehya's and Daniel's and knew Jack and Lily, played with them on the weekends, told on Daniel that he put his hands on them. Daniel says he hasn't put his hands on them, but then he also says, and Malaya said in the RCMP document as well, that Daniel didn't put his hands on him, but she did say it privately that he did, and so did Durwood. Said that he put his hands, he whooped them. There is nothing that will ever convince me, nothing, that he didn't put his hands on those kids. Nothing.
This is only just to prove a point, but you can get a better sense of the dip. He's looking over top of some of the treetops. God knows how much of a dip. It doesn't matter because the other side of the road, you're just worried about lining up that point in the road. There's only one road going in and out, and that's this Garlock.
Oh, by the way, Daniel, is your Escalade already broke down? I've heard Daniel drives crazy as well, like very recklessly. People that seen him drive. But is your Escalade already broke down?
Really, it's not a lot of room to make mistakes when you're recalling.
The one he just got?
But I thought it was interesting.
You can't see his, I don't think. Hold on one second. Let me check.
And then there's this was one that you told me the other day, Wolfie. You can see the elevation. So take a look at the elevation down the road towards Lansdowne Road, even right there at the corner. You're up there a good, really hydro pole. So we'll say 10, 15, 20 feet difference. Maybe not even. You don't even have to go that much. But it's still enough where, take a look at how high you are over the road, which is on a slight incline, when you can just briefly see it there. You get a good sense for it. So,
and
Wolf, you told me
another thing
in my chat the other day.
This is another thing you can talk about. Think about it. Think about this way, by the way. If people will say that the neighbors are lying, which I wholeheartedly don't believe that they're lying. And I don't believe that there are any cameras between those few houses. I don't. And if they are, I don't think that they point toward the road whatsoever. But let's use other people's argument that the neighbors are lying, that the cameras picked up that there was no car. There was no car, right? Well, that would also prove that Jack and Lily didn't walk away. Why were you put on timeout? I don't know, Kelly. It may have been an accident. I haven't seen you say anything bad. That Jack and Lily didn't walk away, and that that Malaya didn't put them in a car either, and they weren't abducted. So I think that's a flawed argument, and to me that just lets me know that there is no cameras right there that can see a vehicle at all. I almost wonder if why nobody on Malaya's side is speaking up. Maybe they know more than anybody. I do believe they do, Jen. In my opinion, I believe Malaya may have done something to the children and Daniel covered it up. See, I don't. I think the RCMP needs to do a real interrogation. Like, get them in a room at the same time, interview them at the same time in different rooms, have them at the RCMP at the same fucking time. Pull up every interview Daniel has done, every text message he has done, everything he has done. And the shit better be pretty crystal clear. That's what I think they should do. They need to have them both down there at the same time. Start talking Daniel, start talking Mama, because you both say you're innocent. Let's line this shit up today. Because you say you want him found, you say you want him found. You're both not going to have a problem talking. On delay. Let's get on it. That's right. All three adults. Because I guarantee you, it would not pan out well. Wouldn't pan out well at all. I don't know why they haven't done that. Right? Because I think the only thing that they're united about is well, the thing that really confuses me is I can say more like in a members only or something, because I don't want Daniel and stuff to see some things. But one thing that confuses me is Daniel would say things like, which, remember, he told this to a reporter in the very, very beginning when Malaya left. This was Sunday. She left Saturday. Daniel was Sunday. He said to a reporter, she's going to blame it all on me. She's going to blame it all on me. And the reporter said she couldn't really understand because, nobody was saying anything was really suspicious at that time publicly, because we just didn't know a lot of the dynamics then. But she looks back, and we read it and we played it in the other day. Okay, well, thank you. Oh, he deflected absolutely from the beginning. He said he doesn't know why Malaya left him, and she's going to end up blaming it all on me. She said she can't get that out of her head. A news reporter. Now, why would anyone blame Daniel for doing something to the kids, especially when you were laying in bed together, right? Laying in bed together, supposedly all night, woke up at the same time, allegedly. I'm gonna check my mail. I'm gonna play
this guy's
mail because I got something here.
Driveway. Now, is this one of the other neighbors? Perhaps. But he's certainly got a clearer view of what goes on. Winter view and summer views are completely different. But down here, there's a burn pit. Somebody mentioned it. Maybe I passed it. Oh, no. Obviously, so this would be the low point. Here would be the low point because they have a bridge right over it. There's a river that goes through here and right past the back. It runs parallel with
Okay. A couple things. I just messaged you back. Or I just emailed you back, Wolfie. So couple things I want to say. So Mr. Brad Wong said a couple things. He said that he's tried to be polite, but he can't with Daniel, him blaming other people, including me and the neighbor, for his kids. Well, F him. And you know what I say? I agree with you. I agree. I think it is ludicrous for anyone to be blaming any of these neighbors. Any of these neighbors who haven't done shit to them at all. And there is no basis whatsoever to blame these people. None. I've got more messages I'm going to read to you guys. No basis whatsoever. What? Tell me, like, what? Because I mean, you got to realize when a child goes missing inside of a home and they're not found and there's a lot of suspicion around it, over 94.5% plus, it is someone in that home or someone the kids know. It's ridiculous to think that the neighbors did it. Ridiculous. There was next to none traffic that night other than Daniel leaving, he says. There was no traffic, next to none, the night Daniel leaving. That night. What did I tell you? I want to know how many cars roll down that road at night. I bet you none, hardly. There's nothing open. There's not a fucking thing open around there. Why would anyone be out? I mean, they might, be at a party or, shooting the shit somewhere, at a fire pit or something like that. But no, nothing happened. All right, here we go. The goal is to figure out what happened to these children, not what the fuck is wrong with the neighbor or what the neighbor has done with his past. I agree. I agree. I agree. People who have stole in the past don't generally steal children, okay? Especially if they're addicted to something at the time, right? Most people who are out that did it, again, several years ago, who stole something and maybe had a habit at the time, they usually don't take care of their kids, right? They're not trying to collect them if they got them. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Jane. Justin, you're my middle night cup of tea or wine or coffee. It's 3:05 in the UK. Enjoy something nice tomorrow for me. Ah, thank you, Miss Jane. Thank you, sweeties. I love you. Appreciate you very, very much. Very kind of you. All right. He says, because mom, and his mom's name is Angie, which she's been in here. If anybody says anything, apparently they get splattered over the fucking internet, where they live, how many kids they have. And that's really a shame, in my opinion, because all these guys did, all these neighbors did, was report what they said and heard. That's it. That's it. And now the internet, people are blaming them. And do you know how hard that would have to be for them to live there now? I don't know if you've ever lived in a place where you've had a issue with a neighbor or anything, or something's going on. You don't even feel comfortable in your own home. That's a bad feeling. And especially when you were just trying to help. Just trying to help. Find two little kids. And one of them did help. Next message. He's a one of Brad's wife said, he's a wonderful husband to me, and the kids are his world, and his kids are his world. He knows he fucked up years ago, and he worked hard to change his life around. And you know what? I give a big respect. I think he should go to the news, Patriot. Get it out there. Listen, let's fucking go. Let's go. Get it out there. Both of you go to the news. Prove that SOB wrong. Don't take shit from Martell blaming you when you know the fucking truth. And I'm glad that this guy has cleaned up his life. I'm glad that he knew he fucked up and made mistakes. And he's doing better now. I respect that. I respect that. Because, you know, Daniel, this is the thing about him and you. This is the thing about Brad. He can say he fucked up and that he was on the junk and that he did some shit and that he takes accountability. You say, oh, no, not me. There were never drugs on this place. If they were Malayas. And I just go to NA 3 days a week just because of all this shit. That is not what accountability is. That's not what accountability is. All right, it continues. Because Mr. Wong wants to be left out of it, the theories on this thing is fucking insane. Yeah. Yeah. And this is the thing. I know people automatically, he did what? he went to the police and he said, this is what I saw or heard or, whatever. But unfortunately, people associate now that with, oh, well, he's being secret or whatever. No, he said what he said to the authorities. But I'll be honest with you. I think now, even if they would go to the media and be faceless, right? Blur their face. I think that would be good. Because, in my opinion, Daniel has been bailed out by somebody his entire life for his fuck ups. For his fuck ups. Over and over and over again. And Daniel, don't ever talk about anybody stealing because of their rug habit. Look how much you two were bringing in and didn't have a pot to piss in. You didn't pay rent or anything. And you were taking an 80-year-old lady's credit card. So miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that, please. You have no room to talk. Well, I can tell you, he put Mr. Mom won't ever do it again. I think he means Mr. Wong won't ever do that again. Like, meaning speak out because of they've blamed him. If y'all want to know how, this is a very important one. If y'all want to know how many it was, so many days off after, because that's how long it took the cops to come talk to Mr. Wong, even though they are parked in front of his house. There's a troll in this house. There's a troll in this house. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. Let him talk. We'll pay attention to him. Anyway, that's very interesting, right? You don't got to be a troll. Just improve your argument. That's all you got to do, boo boo. You got to troll. Just improve your argument. Use your words. Use your words. Thank you, Becky. Thank you so much. I missed that earlier. Oh my God, Becky. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Over and over again. Over and over again. And that's the thing, right? Why did it take the RCMP so fucking long to get the video down Gurgary, wherever it is, right? Gurgary? Why did it take them so long? Because the woman in the interview, she said, I was surprised y'all wasn't here, 2 weeks ago or a month ago. And she said the RCMP officer acknowledged, yeah, we should have been here sooner. Like, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because things wrap up really quickly. Wait, what is on that video? What video? 1 second. Okay. Brad says he cut firewood till 3 a.m. This is me, Brad, and I cut firewood till 3 a.m. to tell the neighbors, fuck out. I can hear anything on the road from my yard. Also can see anything that is driving on the road. Yeah. Another fuck you to the neighbors with the tire marks. What does that mean? Well, a laugh a day. The thing is, I get you. I get you. But the thing is, right? Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages right now for a very specific reason. Malaya is not speaking. There's nothing to judge her on, particularly, other than just judging her for not speaking out. Right? And her one interview and the time that she, yeah, there is. Yes, there certainly is. Okay. Here's some more. Okay. According to DT, the fucking idiot, the blanket was my fault. Oh, and by the way, firewood would be the noise I assume was said. Why does it matter about tire marks? Question mark. Boy, he's mad at DT. He's very mad at DT. I mean, I don't blame him, to be honest with you. Because one of them supposedly wouldn't let him search the property or anything like that. Right? Well, one of them helped search. I don't know. And this is the thing. You don't know what's on someone's property sometimes. Sometimes they have, whatever. But you're one-sided, never focus on Malaya. No, I think Malaya is the mother. And I think she should have gotten the kids out of there. I think that is her duty to do that, right? Get your ass up. If you won't get up for your own self, get the hell up for your kids. Don't pay me attention, Lily. Don't pay me any attention, baby. We don't give a shit. But I believe that the reason the children are missing is because of one person and one person only. I believe if Malaya was by herself or with another stable individual, the kids wouldn't have went missing. That's my opinion. You can have a totally different one. That's okay. There is 8 billion people on the planet, and some of them will think like me. Some of them might think like you. Okay? Okay, great. Perfect. Alrighty then. 1 second, guys. Watch 527 area tad after older guy at RCMP in this case. Have y'all seen this? What's Adam Rogers? Oh, 5 days ago. Nova Scotia lawyer. Oh, have y'all seen this? This is interesting. When I get mad, I scream into my phone and my speakers. Don't know what I'm saying. I get mad at Daniel because not because of anything else other than I believe he knows where they're at, in my opinion, and who would lie on a 4 and a 6-year-old. Listen to this. This is a Nova Scotia lawyer talking about Jack and Lily's case. Look at this right here.
And you saw the greatest performance ever
Wasn't that
by
something?
a player in Shohei Ohtani the other night. Strikeout 10, hit 3 home runs. Dodgers are just, but they're players.
An 18-year-old going to play against little Dodgers. Disappearance here in Nova Scotia. 2 children went missing May 2nd, reported missing. Sorry. Might be a relevant distinction now. Reported missing May 2nd.
Look at this.
And hadn't heard much of anything, wasn't getting a lot from the police, from the, information to the public. This week, thanks to the media, CBC and others fought to have, so when the police are looking for search warrants, they submit documents to the court saying, here's everything we know about the situation.
Listen to me. Isn't it, Mike? Isn't it? It's amazing to me. Listen, there is nobody. It's not that anybody just wants to, give Daniel a hard time or Malaya. Nobody wants to do that. But how the fuck can you believe someone who, first of all, doesn't make a lick of sense? A lick of sense. You are convincing yourself of lies. I will not believe anybody that is completely inconsistent about something that should have no fucking inconsistency overall. Period. Like these are your kids, bro. These are human beings. These are lives. Get the fuck up. Tell the truth. Listen, we're going on 5 years in Summer Wells' case, Daniel. I don't think it'll be like that in Jack and Lily's case. I pray to God not. But this doesn't stop until they're found. Why would anyone change their story?
Situation.
Listen to this.
Give us a search warrant on phones, on locations, properties, whatever. But often, information in those will be redacted, blacked out, so that the public can't see it. Media organizations often, or defendants, will apply to have those redactions removed so that people can see. This week, there were redactions removed thanks to the media intervention, and we learn that 2 witnesses in the neighborhood heard vehicles late at night in the area driving around the home where the 2 children were missing.
Brandy. Exactly.
2 independent witnesses. Well, they spoke to each other afterwards, but they spoke to the police, both with very similar recollections of the night before. And we're hearing this now, June, July, August, 5 months later. Paul, what do you think?
Well, the RCMP and the way it investigates is problematic. I mean, they look for reasons not to investigate, to make things go away. That's historically.
What the fuck, RCMP? Like, seriously. How could you drop? How could you make this go away? Do Jack and Lily matter? Does it matter? How do you think Canadians, Nova Scotians feel? Shit, if something ever happens to my kid, God, I pray that they get justice. Do you not get justice in Canada? Especially, most importantly, the most vulnerable of our society, the most protected children, right? Disabled. I swear, if it's not done by this spring, guys, we're going to plan a fucking mass protest. Fucking mass protest. Jack and Lily are going to be found. There is Jack and Lily. There's little is it Dylan? No. What's the other little boy? And then there's the little boy that's in the wilderness with the camping. It's just amazing to me. Yeah, there's Darius, but what's the other one's name? Dylan Eller.
Accurate.
I mean, this is not justice. I mean, RCMP is saying, and listen, I support police all over the world. I don't care where you are. I get it that it's fucking easier said than done. Trust me, I get it. But fuck, take them both down there. Can like someone man the fuck up in one of these offices? And it's like, maybe they didn't. I mean, RCMP has someone watching us all the time. All the time. Every day. They cannot possibly see Daniel in these fucking chat rooms, in these interviews, and compare to what the paper says. We compared them with the papers, and we have pulled how much difference? So many inconsistencies. Have you not brought them in and been like, tell us about this? Tell us about this.
You know, they're not aggressive. I got a note from
Thank you. Thank you. There's no aggressiveness. I feel like it's like law enforcement's supposed to be like, I really think it's the new policing, not like the old police, like the old timers. They got shit done for a reason. Everything now is kid's glove, held with kid's glove. But the problem is these abusers didn't hold their children with kids' gloves. Right? You're holding the abusers with kids' gloves, but they didn't hold the children with kids' gloves. Like, get some of the old RCMP guys in there. Show them who you are. It sounds like the dog guys, push Daniel more than anybody ever did. Daniel, sometimes you can get a lot with, being kind and all that, building rapport. I get that. But then there's time for fucking business. Business. It's not about Daniel. It's not about Malaya. It's not about their feelings. It's about finding answers. And they should be okay with that. They should be okay with that. Finding the answers.
So
whoever just sent me this video, you knew that was going to heat me up, because this person knows. They're Canadian. They know how the RCMP is. And an attorney will always tell you.
We're going to be talking to in the near future, I hope, because his troubles with the Mounties is sort of come back into the forefront. His name is Dave Moore. But Dave Moore, when he was with the Mounties, was one of the people who helped set up the Amber Alert system in Nova Scotia. And what has happened, I got a note from Dave the other day talking about Jack and Lily Sullivan going.
We need someone like Mr. Joyous in there. That's who we need, is Mr. Joyous in there. Someone like that. Someone like another one of my Canadians, Holly. Her husband is retired RCMP, right? Got shit done. In 2017, Canada stopped doing some of the aggressive interviewing. Daniel's like, oh yeah, well they took me on the highway and they floored the gas and all of that, and they bought me some coffee and all that shit. All right, kumbaya. Fine. After that, crack his nuts. Get the answers.
Missing. And he said this was a perfect example where an Amber Alert should have been put out immediately. That's how the system was designed. But the Dudley Do-Right in charge that day is allowed in the RCMP to make a decision not to put out an Amber Alert, and which sort of defies logic in this situation. And then before you know it, the case, everything has gone cold because no one was paying attention when they should have been paying attention and following the rules and the systems that were already in place. I mean, he's literally pulling his hair out saying, this is insane. They're not doing a good job, and they failed in this case. And now look what's happened.
Well, look, everybody's perception, watching the news, watching the interviews with the police, seeing the moves that they were making, like last couple of weeks, bringing in the cadaver dogs. Well, okay, everything must be pointing to those kids being in the area, lost in the woods somewhere. It's thick foliage and all that stuff. Okay, it's difficult. Done a lot of searches. Okay, sure. But this new information points to, well, okay, maybe there was a vehicle that abducted, or there was something nefarious going on. We also find out that the mother of the two children says she went to sleep at 9 o'clock. The stepdad stayed up all night, was supposed to be cleaning. She wakes up in the morning, the house isn't clean, and
Exactly. Exactly.
She doesn't know what he was doing. And now we find out from him, the CBC called this Daniel Martell to interview him. And he says, oh, the police didn't tell me that they interviewed two people who said there were
You know what?
noises around the area.
You know what? You know what? That's a great idea, Snowfeather. We need to contact the Fifth Estate. Yes. And Canadian John need to do that. Contact the Fifth Estate and say, what's up with all these kids missing? And not a fucking answer. The Fifth Estate is like the Dateline or the 48 Hours in America. I love the Fifth Estate. Love the Fifth Estate. Canadians, start emailing. It's going to take pressure. It's going to take numbers. It's going to take voices. Canadians, get angry like Americans. Get some pissed off. That's fuck. Like, these are kids, man. You don't get to snuff lives out and get away with it because you had a bad day or you left rugs in the house. W5, call Fifth Estate, call the Fifth Wonders. I don't care. Call, text, email. It does happen, Tina. It does happen in the US. It certainly does. It certainly does. It happens in Tennessee a lot. You know what? I'll contact Nancy's producers. I know I've got their phone number. And I'll see if Nancy they'll do it. They'll do it. I'll contact. I've got the producers on my phone. I text them all the time, get information for each other and stuff. So I'll do that. I'll do that. Y'all contact some big people there.
Okay, well, if they're not telling him that, that tells me, Paul, that he's a suspect.
No,
Yeah, for sure.
not yet.
But somebody, the suspects obviously were the people closest to that house.
Yeah.
In this situation. But let me get back to
Hold
what
on,
Dave
right
Moore
there.
said. I mean, but somebody, the suspects obviously were the people closest to that house.
Yes.
In this situation. But let me get back to what Dave Moore said. I mean, I'd like to get him on camera in the next little while, but here's what he said, and I think this applies. He was a smart cop who got sort of railroaded out of the RCMP, and we're going to come back to this in a bit because he was involved out of the. I think this applies. He was a smart cop who got sort of railroaded out of the RCMP, and we're going to come back to this in a bit.
He was a smart cop and he got railroaded out of the RCMP. Unbelievable. Damn. I want to hear that story.
Bet because he was involved in the Glen Assoon case with the missing documents and all kinds of malfeasance by the RCMP and Halifax police.
Holy
Dave
shit.
says the Amber Alert is designed to take the discretion away from egos and know-it-all police officers. The formula is simple. send out the Amber Alert for the missing person as soon as it was reported to police.
Yes.
Why? Because time is of the essence, and the
Yes.
quicker people are alerted to the higher likelihood of somebody seeing and
Yep.
reporting them. The alert extends 100 kilometers for each hour they have been missing, plus
Yes.
an
So the reason it goes out per 1 hour that they're missing, because that is how fast a vehicle can travel, right? You know, the average speed is, we have, 65 miles an hour. We do miles per hour here. It can go out 65 miles radius per hour. And then, 2 hours later, it would go to 130, right? Miles per hour. So just crazy. Just craziness. He was for truth. Really, Blanky?
additional 100 kilometers radius. This is used as a general traveling speed by cars of 100 kilometers an hour.
Sure is.
The rationale need not be explained. Just do it.
Fucking do
The
it.
Sullivan case in Nova Scotia was stymied by moron RCMP who thought they knew better. Who effing asked you to think for yourself?
Yes.
Now they are lost with no baseline of understanding and no scope of distance.
That's what's so frustrating about this. Right? That's what's so frustrating about this. Well, they're not in the woods there. Well, nobody took them. Well, the parents passed a polygraph, so couldn't have been them. Well, we don't have any evidence that they walked away. They didn't there was no dog scent anywhere. We looked everywhere except, right under your nose where you have, Mr. Cracky in the house and his mom living in the washer spinner, and the fucking place is a mess. They're splitting up. CPS is there. Everything else. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Insanity. Right? Not one neighbor, two neighbors. Two neighbors, right? You're right, they can't make up evidence. You're right, they cannot make up evidence. But their timing was pretty shitty. Timing was pretty shitty. You don't go 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks and get a camera, a trail cam that's got 32 gigabytes on it and overlaps, every 3 days. You don't let the family have a family reunion in the house, and Daniel's in the bathroom hotboxing. It's just amazing to me.
To the investigation. Even when a foolproof program is designed and implemented, the RCMP still can't get it right. Society loses every time. It's hard to fly like an eagle when you work with a bunch of turkeys.
That's something. Well, let's just think of this simple little example. Okay, everybody's seen the articles with pictures of the two children. Okay, I haven't memorized those pictures. If there was an Amber Alert and somebody thought they were missing.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. We got the type of vehicle this was that the neighbor claims was in that Daniel was allegedly driving. All right. The neighbor claims that Mr. Martell was driving a 5-speed black Kia Rio. Black 5-speed Kia Rio. Which, fuck, who even knows what year it was? We'll just say 20. Black 5-speed Kia Rio. I need to find yes, a black, hold on, 5-speed black Kia Rio. Oh, Daniel. 2014 to 2023. Sarah, dig like Daniel digs his ass. Dig. Well, in that article, it says I don't think he can log into his old account, to be honest with you. So that's probably good. All right, Denise, baby. Good to see you, honey. Which I believe that's on Earl's property. Rock my world, little country girl. Dog like a mother chicken. Joking, Kent. Is Ken in here? Hello, Kent. What did Malaya drive away with? She drove away. Daniel said it had, thank you, Linda. Thank you so much for emailing the Fifth Estate. The word is gold now. Their word is gold now. I mean, he put a vehicle on it. He put a vehicle on it. Malaya drove a white Nissan Pathfinder. Yeah. But she had just gotten that. Remember, she had just went to get the tag. Right? Oh, thank you, Enoch. Thank you so much, baby. Appreciate you so much. It's really kind of you. Thank you, baby. That's really kind. I appreciate that, Enoch, so much. Black sedan on Earl's. Yeah. That's so generous. Thank you, Enoch. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank our dear Enoch for gifting one of those pearl necklaces. Give me 1 second, guys, because I am speaking with individuals and I need to find out something. Maybe we can find out some more answers. Um, 1 second, guys. Fuck. Shit's popping off tonight, guys. It's really popping off tonight, which is good. This is good. This is how we make progress. This is how we make progress. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. 1 second. They better. Fuck. RCMP. Get with it, yo. Get with it, yo. So what if it wasn't a lighter on the hot water tank and it was a key fob, Kia Rio taken apart? Look up the fob. It's the same shape. Oh, fuck me running. Oh, guys. Oh my God. Hold on. If this is what I think it is, I cannot say it right now because I promised I wouldn't show the picture. But if it, hold on. Hold on. I need the fucking year of this key for this. Let's see here. Hold on. Wait a second. I can't even think right now. Fuck. It's going down the night. Guys, goodness gracious. Car is yeah, black Kia Rio. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's yeah, Sarah. Okay, he's gonna. Is Wolfie in here yet? Yep. I'm glad he is. I'm glad he is. He doesn't need to be taking shit from someone that's accusing him that didn't even know Jack or Lily or Daniel or Malaya. He said one of them said they only knew Janie. Oh God. Okay. One second, guys. Okay. Yeah, we need to know that. I've got to find out. Durwood said Daniel told him he was in the SUV with a guy and a girl. When? Which I don't believe Durwood a fucking bit. What do you mean he was in the SUV with a guy and a girl? Brandy, oh my God, yes he did. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's in Durwood's interview. The one he did here with me? Come on, type text. He was in. Okay, refresh me here. He was in SUV with a guy and a girl. When? The night the kids went missing? Or it's what pearls do, and we're getting actually answers. I need someone to tell me. Daniel told Durwood he was in that SUV. You got to tell me which SUV. Which SUV? Exactly, Charlotte. Brandy's going to email it or text me. Brandy, text me, email me. Oh. He texted me. Okay. with a guy and a woman. I know Daniel picked up 2 of his friends. I still haven't got a text. It looks like Lily's backpack in there. But I mean, I need to know what he said, and I might know. But I need to know, like, what SUV he said Daniel was in a vehicle with himself and a woman and a man. I don't know. I'm trying to get more information. Mohawk, I know he does, but they mostly. A Rio's not an SUV. But I will say some things Durwood has said is true, but things that he has said lately, I don't fucking believe at all. Yes, Daniel picked up Adam and Chance on Saturday. If that's what you mean, that was after. Okay, someone just sent it to me. All stations, just a warning, a black SUV. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Let's see what this says. This is in the whatever it is, the transcripts. All right, here we go. Here, I'll make them bigger. Crap, just 1 second, guys. I need to fix this to make it. We'll make it bigger this way. Dispatch. All stations. Just a warning, a black SUV just something forth of the residence on the left side of the road. Does not appear to be a CRV, but it is a black SUV. If anybody wants to come up and have a look at that just under the helicopter here now, if you guys are visual, Bravo 3 drove by that on my way in. That's a Kia Sportage. Delta Papa uniform 468. So it's a black Kia Sportage. It didn't run but there was nobody in it. I'm right here. I'll search for you. Yeah, we copy. There are two, looks like two individuals walking down towards the lake, ahead of the vehicle, and there's a cabin at the end of the lake. That vehicle comes back to Gregory Diffin from 805 Go Ahead. Yes. And it also depends, okay, let's see what this is. Okay, let's see. We'll do like a 2015. I forget what year it is, but this isn't black, but what are you talking about, Blinky? That's like a, maybe you would call it a small SUV. Maybe you would call it a, um, hmm, this is crazy. I don't trust Durwood, but I want to hear what he has to say. I don't trust him. Gregory Diffin. I don't know. I know, me too, Leslie. You know what? If they would just fucking tell us where they're at. It's a hatchback. It's got to be a 5-speed. I bet you it's sitting at Earl's, or I bet you he doesn't scrap the. Tell me this: is there a scrap yard around there where people can crush their cars? There's got to be somewhere around there. People can scrap metal. I have a Sportage as a hatchback. Are you in America or are you in Canada? Hmm. You must be behind. Yeah, I remember people hearing about the lake. Yeah, I'm working on something on that, but I've I can't say Sarah because I've got certain pictures that I just can't show right now. But with the key fobs and stuff like that, I don't think I need that at the moment, though, darling. All right. I mean, this neighbor, he heard Daniel. He says Daniel. Bob's Junkyard, Justin North. Okay, let me look at this up. Bob's Junkyard, Nova Scotia. But is it Bob's Auto Repair, Nova Scotia? Bob's Auto Salvage? My Nova Scotia's at. Quality auto parts at great affordable prices. We buy cars too. Okay. That's Newark, New Jersey. Fuck. I thought it said Nova Scotia. I was way off. Oh, well, I'm looking at the fuck. Let me see here. Bob's Yard Salvage, Nova Scotia. Is it in New Brunswick? Bob's Auto Wrecking and Salvage. Look at this. I am going to be up all night researching, I can tell you. No, that's not it. Someone will have to find it for me because I'm... Okay, Shelby. Yeah, I'm not... the key fob thing, I'm not exactly worried about it at this moment. Yeah, no politics, please. Because I just have some information. I can't say it yet because it's not mine originally. It's from a source, and I have certain photos that I can't share yet because of trust right now. But it's so I'm the key fob thing. I'm can't say. Justin, his brother, got a new vehicle. I heard. So Daniel's brother always drives a 5-speed, and Daniel got a new, not a new, but he got an Escalade. But hey, Daily, good to see you, baby. Thank you, Shelby. But his brother always drives a 5-speed. He says that as well. You know what Daniel said? He said, my brother drives a 5-speed, but he doesn't live nowhere close. Guys, you guys remember? Holy shit. Here's a theory. Just a theory. Just a theory. Do you guys remember Daniel saying that his brother drives a 5-speed? But his brother wouldn't be out driving there at night because he lives somewhere else. Remember how Belinda said she thought Justin was over there? And how they've like not wanted to talk about it? Curio comes with a 6-speed manual. Well, it depends on the year. And it also depends on the country. What if he was actually there during the time? Yes. What if he was actually there fighting with his girlfriend, his wife, whatever she is, and that was used? I know he has a family. He was crying. Yep. Exactly. Where is Daniel getting his money to buy a car? Probably mathematics and a few of his sugar mamas, in my opinion, allegedly. Foxbrook, Lori, thank you. Let's see here. All right, look at this. Lawrence Auto Salvage Yard, Rawdon Recycling Depot. I personally think Daniel would use his car. I still think Daniel probably used, in my opinion, his car, his old car. I think the theory I just said is less likely, but I think it's possible. Because the neighbor says it was Daniel, it was his car, he knows what it looks like. 90 injury, yeah. Oh, Faye, I don't think there is a lab. Nobody does the labs anymore. Not for the mathematics. Very rare, dude. Very, very rarely. I don't know, Enoch. That's the thing. Didn't Belinda see Justin there? I mean, he was there when she got there. But They buy bulk and sell. Right. They flip it. Flip it. We don't know who drive all night and why. Could explain why they were all sleeping in the morning. I don't believe they were sleeping in the morning. Personally, I don't. I think they were really tired. Really tired. Daniel might not have been. He might have been up for a few days. Because remember, when the family comes there, Daniel is going 90 miles an hour. Correct. Belinda was under the impression Justin was staying at Janie's from Malaya. Yeah. Yeah. Because she said there, or my mom, uh, Daniel's mom and brother staying over there or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I've heard that people on the mathematics, they can be up for so long they just won't even know what day it is. Yeah, I've heard that, Patriot, but there's no evidence of that. Me too, Pam. I need to do some research. I'm told Belinda, they live in the RV, meaning Justin and Jenny. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm. See, I don't know if he's getting. They might have been in an argument. I mean, he supposedly has a kid on the way, or had a kid. Jenny was supposed to have been gone that night to spend the night with her man. No one makes labs anymore because they are making shake and bake using the microwave. I just thought they shaked and baked it. I don't think so, Vicky. I mean, anything is a possibility, right? But I don't think Malaya would stay quiet if that was the case. No, I couldn't, Cassie. At all. No way. Mm. This is getting to be more and more obvious. Yeah. Hey, Mallory. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to end it here. I might come back here in a little bit. I don't know. I need to do some research for my live tomorrow, because after in my live, I have to start researching for tomorrow, but I've got a lot to research tonight. Oh my God. If you're up in a little bit, I might do a research live if you want. I don't have to be in bed at any time soon. So if you guys are up and want to chill with me, I got to get up and move for a minute. I've been sitting here for 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you, Shelby. Oh, thank you, Summer. And I got more for you. I'll talk to you, Wolfie. There's a lot. Oh my God, what an evening. Summer's Army. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you, Dorothy. Appreciate you. Very kind of you. I believe Belinda too. I believe Belinda with everything. I take her word as basically the gospel. But the thing with Janie and Justin is that was an assumption, right? That was an assumption of Belinda because of the way Malaya said it. But also, regardless of whether Malaya knew what happened to Jack or Lily or not, she's under a lot of stress right there. I absolutely believe Brad and Justin, and we support them 100%. 100%. Absolutely. So thank you, Enoch, for the membership, love. Oh, that's good. Yes, thank you, Enoch. Thank you, Jane, Becky, Kelly, Lily, Sarah, Jane, Susie, Karen, Joya, Sue, Jam, Wait, What, Robin, Angel, Suzanne, Darcy, Cassie, Tina, Susan, Tina, other Tina. Thank you, guys. Yeah. I'll probably be back in a little bit. I just need to get up and feel my butt again. Thank you, Sarah. If you guys have anything that is interesting, if anything clicks, if you find something sus, remember something, text me 307-228-4906 or all justice, the number 4, the letter U at gmail.com. All justice, the number 4, the letter U at gmail.com or 307-228-4906. The line and email is flashing on your screen. All right, guys. If I'm not back tonight, I'll do that. Yes. Then I will see you earlier tomorrow. But if you're up in a little bit, I might be here. Love you guys. God bless each and every one of you. Justice for Jack and Lily Sullivan from Pictou County, Nova Scotia. We're not going to stop. Not going to stop. We got to get everybody out there. Every media. Every Nova Scotian will do it. We'll do it. Love you guys. Bye-bye.